Hi friends, today I'm going to show you a video on how to save yourself from a sort of a lockdown situation. Now, as a technical support representative or customer support, sometimes you do take remote access of the system, but in some situations you'll be forced to take RDP, that is the remote desktop connection, wherein the user will be logged out and only you will be logged on. Okay, and I call this problem the remote desktop predicament because firstly you'll be working on the system and you'll be logged on and the user will not be able to see what you are doing. Only you can see what you're doing. Okay, and in most scenarios the user will be like, hey, can I put the call on speaker while you're working? Okay, and in a particular rare scenario, what happens is the user will put the call on mute and by mistake remove the speaker. So now you're stuck. Alright, you have RDP, but since the user cannot see what you're doing, you cannot get the attention of the user, because sometimes if you have a remote access, then you can, because the user can see what you're doing, and then you can open up some sticky notes or a word pad or anything and use some different font colors to get the attention of the user. But in this situation you cannot. Okay, so one of the other options is that you try to call the user from another line, but say the user his line cannot handle 2 calls at a time, and you just get the line as it's busy. Okay, so in this scenario what do you do? Okay, so sometimes you try and disconnect the call and call the user back, but that also does not work. Say the call doesn't go through for some reason. So what will you do in this actual scenario? So I have devised a way to get the attention of the user. Because the user cannot see what is happening on the screen, we are not going to use a visual, but what you can use is an audio sound method of getting the attention of the user. So firstly, before you take RDP, even if you take an RDP, you can log off and then take RDP again, because you don't require user's permission to take RDP. And while you type in, you just type in the computer name here. And because I do not have an intranet or network over here, I cannot really show you, but ideally this is definitely 100% going to work. Okay, so you enter the computer name or IP address here, and before you click on connect, you click options, and then you go to local resources, and you'll see remote audio. Configure remote audio settings. Now settings, what you need to select here is play on remote computer. That means whatever sounds that are going to be produced, it will play on the remote computer, on the machine of the user. Select do not play, nothing will happen. If you select play on this computer, that means whatever music you play, say on the user's machine, the sound is going to come back on your physical machine here. Okay, so you want to click play on remote computer, click on OK, and then set any other settings that you want to set, and you click on connect. Obviously here I do not have a network and it's not going to connect. So once you've connected there, the next thing what you want to do is you want to write this little file. It's a VBS script. Okay, it has very few lines, you can easily by heart it. Alright, so it's very simple. First you display an input box so that you can type out, customize what audio you want the user to hear, and then you just assigns that output to an object and then gives that output to the speakers from here. Okay, very simple. I will be posting the code on the edit section of this YouTube video, so you can get it from there. No need to email me, etc. It's a very small code. It's all over the internet. If you look over the internet, you'll find it under the category what gender is your computer. Is your computer male or female? Because believe it or not, some computers have a female voice and some computers have a male voice. That's of course a little bit kiddish, but you will find it under that topic on the internet. Alright, so once you've established an RDP connection, what you need to do is write this little file and then push it onto the user's machine using, you know, probably / method, computer name $C$ probably, and move it to the temp folder. Alright, so once it's there, all you need to do is double click on that file. Okay, so it's going to ask you text, and so imagine the name of the person was okay, let's take my name, Daniel. Are you there? Okay, the reason I'm putting punctuations in between is because the thing reads extremely fast the way I'm speaking here. Okay, so if you put in a comma or punctuation in between, it's going to read a little bit slowly, and this is going to come up all of a sudden. So what you want to do is, user might not catch that, maybe he's not used to the computer's voice, so you paste it like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times. Up the volume and click on OK.
Daniel, are you there? 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 Daniel, are.
Alright, so like that you can get the attention of the user. Maybe you can experiment with different speech techniques that might get the attention. For example, in the beginning I tried this, but it doesn't really work. It's okay, so maybe you can try and experiment in different ways and let me know how that goes, how we can introduce probably an intonation pattern to make the voice, you know, more make the human ear pick it up more easily. But yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching. Hope this really helps you, but just as a little bit of a disclaimer, know the environment in which the user is working. He would have maybe put off the speaker for a reason, so be very careful. You know, it may be a place where you're not supposed to be very loud. Yeah, anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope you'll find this video useful. Thank you.